Hey, everybody, welcome back to Ventthis. We have a great show today and a great guest. And I'm not going to wait any longer. I just want to introduce Jayson Cross. Let's give it up. Woohoo! Hey,
Thank you so much for having me on the show, Chris. I'm excited to be here. This is going to be a good one.
it's going to be
This
a
is going to
great
be
one.
fun.
It is.
Yeah.
And you're the first guest we've ever had that's not from LA. So this is also very exciting.
What?
You're a Chicago guy?
Chicago guy. I lived in New York. I lived in Los Angeles as well. So I guess I'm kind of an LA guy for 18 months.
Okay, that's good. So you know what it's like out here.
Oh, yeah. Is Yamashiro still there? The sushi
Yes,
restaurant? That was my favorite place in LA to go. The
really.
ambiance. Oh, my gosh. Yes, I love Yamashiro's.
Oh wait, isn't Yarmashiro the one where they have magicians? Or
It's right above the Magic Castle, I
the
guess it's
Magic
called.
Castle?
Or
Oh yeah, the
yeah,
restaurant is
it's right
Yarmashiro.
above.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. Well,
Yes.
listen, we have a lot to talk about with Jayson. So, Jayson, don't go away. Nobody else go away. We shall come right back. So we're back with Jayson, everybody, and this guy's got a career that's off the charts. I know, Jayson, I want you to tell us about yourself. But when I read your bio, Jayson, and I please elaborate on this, you're featured on the Board Teachers Tour, and I'm not saying BOARD. I'm talking bored, like you're bored with life. Can you explain that?
Yes. So the Board Teachers Comedy Tour is people that work in education who are comedians or comedians that work in education. And it's a tour. It goes nationwide, actually worldwide at this point, because they're
Wow.
doing some dates over in Asia. It goes worldwide, and we all tell jokes, and teachers come out. They have a good laugh. The admin comes out as well, and everyone has a laugh. And most of the material is education based.
Yeah, because I also read here that you are a K-8 reading and math interventionist giving endless
Yes.
material. Tell me about that.
So I'm an interventionist. At most public schools, there are a good percentage of children that read 2 or 3 grade levels behind and perform math 2 or 3 grade levels behind. So my job as an interventionist is to bring them up to speed,
Oh,
and we use certain interventionist tricks to help bring them up to speed.
and the best thing I want to, so would you consider yourself, you're an actual teacher, right? You're a teacher.
Well, it's called an interventionist. I don't, yeah, not a teacher per se. Like, because I do one-on-one lessons or small
Okay.
groups. Teachers, you have to take all 30 of the students and, hey, sit down, keep your hands to yourself, take your fingers out your nose. Me, I don't have the disposition for that. I could deal with 1 to 3 people at a
I
time,
gotcha.
but 30, 32, nah,
Yeah. Okay,
no.
my last question before we get into the first vent. This was
Hmm.
shocking. What the hell, Jayson, is here? You're a former boxing reporter, and I'd like to hear about that. But you were in
Yes.
Playgirl. Hello.
Yes, I was in Playgirl. I did a full spread for Playgirl actually. No frontal nudity though. Before people try to have a scandal and say, "Ah, we're gonna find these nudes." No frontal nudity. But in 2005, I made it to something called the Playgirls Hot List. I was like the hot comic or whatever,
Oh
right?
wow.
Aesthetically. And then they asked me if I wanted to do a full spread, and I said, "Well, how much are you paying?" And they told me the number. I was like, hell yeah, I want to do a full spread. Are you kidding me? So yeah, I did that, but no frontal nudity because not my thing
Do you
really.
have any pictures
Yeah.
of you in Playgirl that we could show?
Yes, I have the entire magazine spread that you guys could put up.
All right, we're
You
gonna
have
put
my
that up.
permission. Yeah.
We're gonna put that up and say, everybody, hey, take a look at this. All right.
Yeah, and it's back when I had a huge afro, so they tried to do this Lenny Kravitz type thing, and I think the title of the article is "Are you gonna go his way?" or something to that effect.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. All right, we gotta definitely show that. Okay, perfect. Now, shall we get into the first vent, Jayson?
Absolutely,
Uh,
Absolutely. This is the one I can relate to the most.
we normally have Loretta read all of our letters, but I'm going to put an APB out to her. I cannot find this woman. I know she's on
What?
vacation, but what the hell?
Oh.
We got to get her back because I am not a good reader. But here we go. This is our vent number one, people. I can tell when people are on the phone while on the can, and it makes me uncomfortable. I'll know it and ask you, are you on the toilet? And most people will say no. Why lie? Just admit you're multitasking. Can't people just wait until they're done with their business and then call? I mean, what's the rush? The worst is when they flush and they think people can't hear it. It's awful. this has to this has to bother other people. What do you guys think? Oh my God,
I,
Jason, go!
I don't think most people can tell when people are on the can, when they're on the phone or
I can.
even online. No, no, you can't. I'm on the can right now. Ah, boom, boom.
We gotta, Gary. We gotta add a toilet flush. Okay, all right. Yeah, exactly.
No, um, I think people try to multitask. We live in a time now where there's so much to do, so little time. And I mean, on the toilet, I mean, you could go through your Instagram messages, your Facebook
Yeah.
messages, make that call. Hey, I forgot to do this, make that doctor's appointment. And I just think we're in a time where people have to multitask. Now, I don't agree with flushing on the phone. Maybe put it on mute, or that's when you're in the conversation. I think flushing on the phone is too much of a dead giveaway.
I gotta tell you, I'm guilty of talking because it's private time. Nobody bugs me. I'm in the
Hmm.
bathroom, even before I get into the shower, whatever. That's kind of like an office for me. So I'm sitting on the toilet, right? And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to send that email. I'll send an email. Then while I'm doing that, the phone will ring. I'll pick it up. And I've had this happen. I flushed and the phone rang. And of course, I picked it up and somebody goes, can you call me back? You're in the bathroom. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm lying through my teeth because I don't want to admit I'm in the bathroom. But you can actually hear the toilet flush. So if you're going to do it, like you said, just don't flush the freaking toilet and get your business
Yeah.
done, so to speak.
Get your business done, press mute, then flush, or at least hum or something. Just say, yeah, hey, you ever hear that something? Try to distract them, something, but you can't allow the flush to be heard because then you're veering on into land. And men can't be on the phone during their business while they're standing up because it's too obvious because you hear the sound.
The urine sound when you're peeing.
You hear it hitting the water. Yes, yeah.
I,
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't know that, but do you know that for a fact? You could hear that if the phone's up by your ear. I'm just curious. I know it's kind of a weird.
Well, imagine liquid dropping into more liquid from what 3 feet high.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
you you definitely will hear that for sure.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But you can also say, "Oh, I've got the water running," if you want to sort of hide it. But yeah, you really can't get away with it.
Toilet bowl running and sink water it makes a different sound. Like male urination, it has a distinct sound when it hits the water.
Uh,
Now, if you're at a urinal, different. If you're at a urine,
really?
different. Yeah, you don't even hear that. It just goes in. Sometimes they have ice in urinals. You don't even hear it.
Wait,
But
ice
in the
cubes.
toilet,
Wait a second. You have ice cubes in a urinal? Where the hell does that?
yes.
Who puts ice cubes in a urinal?
I think maybe it's for the germs, I'm guessing, or maybe so it doesn't make sound so we could still talk on the phone. But every urinal, I won't say every, but I would say 80% of the urinals I've ever used were filled up with ice cubes. They were
Jesus.
filled up with ice cubes.
Oh,
Yep.
Gary's good.
Yeah, so they put ice cubes in the urinal to stop the flash, so it won't stop the splash. So when it hits the urinal, it doesn't bounce back on your legs or bounce on the guy next to you, and he's like, "Hey, man, you just peed on me," you know. So and it stopped a lot of fights because prior to using ice in 1989, men used to fight at the urinals all the time because they
No,
would just splash on
no
each other.
way.
Hey, man, you peed on my leg. Yeah, just a brawl would break out. So some genius came up and said, "Hey, let's fill this up with ice cube. Let's urine on the rocks."
Oh, I didn't know that. I got to ask people at work if there's ice cubes in them because it's directly across the street from across the hall from where we work, the
No.
bathroom. You
Mhm.
can, and by the way, you
Yeah.
can hear the toilet flush from where we're sitting on I work on General Hospital, so the soap
Yeah.
opera. And so right by the control room is the
Mhm.
men's, and you can hear the flush. So I got to find out
Oh.
and if you hear and maybe I'll just say, hey, to the other guys, can you put a little ice cube in the toilet? So,
Yeah. Did
help.
you guys shoot out in Cali, right?
Yeah, yeah, we're in
Yeah.
California.
Yeah, I'm shocked you guys don't have ice cube because California is so progressive. I would think you guys would have ice cubes already.
Yeah, well,
Actually, California is so progressive. I would think you guys would have the fake ice cubes already that they have at the bars. Like you guys are progressive out there.
that
There's no ice cubes.
so it doesn't matter if they're cold as long as there's something in the toilet so it doesn't splash. Is that the idea?
Not the yeah, yeah. Well, because you have to think the velocity at which it shoots out and then it's hitting a solid surface. It's just
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
We need the ice cubes.
all right. I haven't thought that much about it, but cool. All right. Well, I hope the the person that was venting. Look, sometimes you have no choice but to do work in the bathroom. So just it just happens with life that you got to get shit done. And if the only time
Wait, is that a no pun intended?
my God, I'm
Boom,
a
boom.
genius. And that didn't even stink. I've used that line before. Yeah, that wasn't that great. Anyway, Venter, just get used to it. It happens. And I'm sure you're guilty of venting using the phone from the toilet. So whatever, right?
It's impossible not to. Like, think about probably 75% of the emails we've all received probably were coming from people sitting on the toilet.
I wouldn't
Maybe
argue.
50.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
50. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. And
It just is what it is.
and it is what it is. And it's okay if you're doing that kind of stuff because nobody knows or cares. It's just that when you get a phone call, like, you might
Yeah.
hear an echo. I don't know, whatever you can tell. But you know what?
As long as I don't hear straining in between, I'm quite okay. I just don't want to hear any straining. You can use the bathroom all you want, just don't strain.
We don't want to hear strain. We don't want to hear water trickling. We don't want to hear
No.
sounds, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes, no sound, no straining. I'm cool.
Nope.
And no flush. Push mute.
Yeah, yeah. Push
Yeah.
mute when you're about to flush. All right.
And no smell. Well, you can't smell through the phone.
Well, we
So
talked
that's
about this. We talked about this. You can't help with the smell, but you, you
yes.
you can put the fan on or spray or whatever. We've talked about that before.
Well, do you ever think there'll be a time that smell will be able to travel through the phone?
I hope so. I actually would like it if it came through the TV.
I thought that too. Like when you see cooking shows and you just want
Yeah.
to smell the aroma of the dishes. I would love that.
I
Just not when people are on the phone in the bathroom. Then
No.
they should have like a mute smell button, like a person on a bus like this
Yeah,
to
that
mute the smell.
the emoji when you're like this. I love it. For people who are listening, I got my fingers on my nose. That's how I sound. Okay, that's cool. All right, shall we go on to the next one, Jason?
Absolutely.
All right, this one is kind of funny. Hello, Venters. I enjoy your wild podcast with your wild vents, and the fact that you're not afraid to read any vent is cool. I also like all the guest hosts. Thank you. Okay, here's my vent. We had a party for my son. Yes, we have Jason, who is 6, and we invited all his friends and their parents, and it was fun. Here's the problem. When the boys went to the bathroom, their aim was all over the floor. You get my drift. The parents should not go to the bathroom with the kids, so the kids had a field day spraying all over the place. Oh, God. It was as if they were painting the walls and the floor. What do I do? What do my wife and I do about this? Oh, my God.
Oh my
I don't know how
god.
to, next time make the parents go with the kids, I guess, when they go to the bathroom. That's hilarious, actually.
Lay plastic down on the floor like you're painting. If you think they're painting the wall, take all the stuff out that you're worried about. Lay plastic on the floor because it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and actually, how tall were these kids? How old were they again?
I mean, 6 years, I think they said
Yeah,
6.
were they even able to reach the basic toilet at 6 years old? they kind of have to traject up and down versus down,
Yeah,
or you
yeah.
know, because
Uh,
I guess they have stools they stand on, but who knows?
I don't think they had stools. I'm guessing because I don't know. I don't know. But so what do you do? What does the parents do? Call up the kids' parents and go, "Hey, by the way, you know what? Your son just peed all over my floor because he had a field day because you were not in there with him." You can't do anything. They're asking what you could do. There's nothing you can do.
There's nothing.
I mean,
There's nothing.
yeah.
Break out the mop bucket and the mop and glow and clean it up and stop complaining. There's nothing you can do. You can't call the parents to complain because I guarantee you, your kids have done that plenty of times. Peed on those people's floor. Maybe you could get the boys to sit on the toilet to pee, but then that may cause another host of problems. So there's really nothing you can do.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Sorry, yeah, I wish I had a solution for that viewer, but yeah.
yeah. You can't call them and go. By the way, your kid peed all over my floor,
Well, how are you going to prove it? How are you going to prove? What are they going to say? Did you take a DNA test? How do you know it wasn't your own kid that peed on the floor? How do you know whose urine that is?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
That's come on.
and how do you know if five of the kids before you peed and the last one, let's say, was yours, and he didn't pee? Like the all five peed all over the place and yours didn't. How do you prove that yours didn't pee on the floor? You can't.
Yeah, you can't prove whose pee it is whatsoever. So how do you know it wasn't one of the adults? They were probably there drinking daiquiris and mai tais. How do you know it wasn't one of the adults?
Yeah,
Because I mean, yeah, even as grown men still do it. I'm sure.
they do. Oh my god.
I'm sure it happens. You
Yeah,
know, I mean, well, I'm saying, okay, if they're at someone else's house and they, maybe the aim stars off bad at first and it might hit the wall on the side, but then they re-guide it back. What do you think they do with the product that was left on it? They go about their business. They hope it's not seen. What are they going to do? Get that? Nah.
they're
Mm-mm.
not going to
So it
wipe
could
it
have been
off.
an adult.
What?
Yes, you can't prove it could have been an adult who did it. They can't prove whose urine it was. So you
Yeah.
clearly can't blame anybody. Who are you going to call?
And you weren't there, so you can't say to your kids, "Were you the one that was in Mrs. Jones's house and urinated?" No, you can't. The kid's going to deny it anyway because there were no parents in there, and I don't blame them. I deny it too. No, mommy, I did not pee on the wall. It's ridiculous. And you got
Yeah.
to expect that they're kids and they're going to have fun in the bathroom. For God's sakes, thank
But
God.
then now
What?
this is actually upsetting me now because now we're getting into ageism. This is age profiling. How did they know it was a kid? You're right. It could have been an adult. We just automatically assume, oh, this is a youngster. This is what they do. I'm putting my money on an adult on this one.
Yeah, me too. I'm thinking that,
Yep.
and they're trying to pass it off as a kid. Like
Yep.
you said, they had a few drinks. They're a little loopy doopy in the bathroom. The aim is a
Yep.
little off, and they didn't. It's yeah.
Or they were rushing, and before they were able to guide the missile. It just kind of and then whoa, it's like you ever see a water hose when you first turn on the water and it kind of does like this, and water you kind of have to hold it and study it. That could have happened, and I'm guessing it was an adult.
I think you're right. I think these people
Yes,
were innocent.
have the person test that urine for diabetes, and they'll find out the culprit.
Do a urine sample from the wall.
Yeah, do a
Hey,
urinalysis.
yeah,
We'll get to the bottom of this.
yeah, Venter. Write us back. Let us know if you found out who it was. And Jason and I both think that it was the adults that did the damage. They were like, "Hey, it's not my house. Why don't we just spray all the VAP and have a good time and add a few drinks? Who's gonna find out? Let me just
Yes, and if
yeah,
it's dark yellow, you know it was the person drinking vodka or rum. The darker it is, you know that person was taking shots. See, there's ways to figure this out.
well, I don't know how to help Jason and I, Venter. We don't know how to help you, but if you do
Yeah.
find out who did the
See, I have information like this. That's why I need to be hired to play a doctor in General Hospital because I wouldn't be acting. I'll be telling the truth. No.
that's right. Well, you're an actor too, right?
Yes, yes. Let's do an episode about one of the guys peeing on the floor, and I'll look at the urine and say, "Wait a minute, that wasn't a kid. That was you, Jonathan."
Good
Da, da,
acting.
da. Thank you, thank you.
All right. Well, I don't know. what else we could tell the venter, but I think we did a good job. All right, we've got the last vent, Jason. Are you ready?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, here we go. Uh, this is this. I hope we don't offend anybody with this one. This person writes, I have no prejudices about overweight people, especially since I was overweight most of my life. But when you see a 300-pound person on a bike and their butts don't fit the seat, you got to think that's not the right exercise. I lost 100 pounds and never rode a bike because I thought I looked awful on that tiny seat. Plus, when I tried, well, the seat was right up the crack, and I'll keep it at that. Oh my God. Come on. What
Oh
does it
my
take when
God.
the tires burst and now you're stuck? Try walking, buddy. Oh my.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I feel so many ways about this. And I have to say, as a minority, when a person says, I don't have any prejudices, they definitely have prejudices.
100%.
That's the first thing. I was like, this person has a total bias. Um, but, I mean, maybe the person's riding the bike to lose weight. How do we know what their intentions are?
I think they're probably trying to lose weight, but
Hmm.
uh but I have seen people who are overweight on a bicycle, and God love them, they're trying to lose the weight. But
Yeah.
it doesn't always look the most attractive, but you got to give them credit for trying. But why would this person care? Who cares
Yeah.
if they're big and wide on a bicycle? The tires aren't popping. It's not getting in your face, buddy. So who cares if he's riding a bike and he's got a fat ass? Who cares?
Yeah,
Right?
that sounds like yeah, that sounds like projecting in a way. I don't think they felt comfortable before they lost 100 pounds, so now they're projecting it on other people who may be comfortable because it's more about the functionality than the aesthetic of it all. Not does anyone look good on the bike? Doesn't the bike
I
seat,
don't.
depending on how it is,
Yeah.
no one looks good on the bike, and it all goes up everyone's crack sometimes, depending on if it's a slender 10 speed. I mean, it happens.
It happens.
Even if the person isn't obese or overweight. So I mean, yeah, it sounds like a little bit of projection, but kudos for losing 100 pounds. Hats off to you. That takes
Yeah.
a lot of hard work and dieting. But I would say don't judge people so harshly on this one. Who cares? Mind your business. And
Yeah.
but kudos for losing the weight. I have to give that to you. But sometimes people have, if they have something they're insecure about, and then they overcome that insecurity, they tend to look on other people with that same insecurity and
Yeah.
judge them very harshly. And it sounds like one of those cases to Dr. Cross today.
Yeah. No, no, you're right. I mean, come on. Okay, so he looks a little big on the seat, and maybe he can't even see the seat because he is that big, but who cares? Right?
Yeah, well, I mean, they can't be that big if you can see the seat. I've seen some people so big you can't even see the seat. It looks like the metal pipe that comes out the bike is just sticking up their rear end. So, like, they can't be that big if you can see the seat.
You're right. You're
You
right.
can't be. I've seen seats disappear, literally.
No, I have too. I've seen bicycle seats disappear because a person on that seat is so wide. You're like, what the hell are they
Yeah,
sitting on? I know. I've seen that too. But you know what? Like you said, they're doing it.
they're doing it. They're trying, and we should applaud them for even trying.
Yes, 100%. Thank you, Jason. You're right.
Yeah.
I
So
think
my advice on this event will say, just don't be so judgmental. Live and let live. Matter of fact, let's try to lose 120 pounds. Let's go for 20 more. Let's focus on ourselves.
you look really skinny. I don't think you need to lose any weight. You
No,
look
I
good.
can't lose it. I can't lose any more weight. No, 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 no,
You're
no. Well,
thin.
I guess I could lose like 10 pounds. Yeah, I'm 6 foot, 6.5 feet, 180 pounds. I guess I could get to like 170.
Well, I could
Drop my
probably
body fat some.
no, you look good. You look very good. Jason's a handsome guy.
Thank you.
Go to our
But
YouTube
you know,
channel. Yeah,
you,
and see
you
it.
know what it is though. After being in Playgirl, I was in probably the best shape of my life. There, people expect you to stay in that shape, and
I
I'm
know.
not even close to it. I'm not even close to it at this point.
Well, how
And I
long
mean, I
ago?
work out. Ooh, Lord, 20 years ago.
Whoa. Oh, it can't.
20, yeah, because it was 2006, and this is 20. Wow, 20 years passed fast.
I know.
20, yeah, man. I kind of wish, that 26 years was now because I would have definitely got an OnlyFans page and capitalized off that. I'd be a millionaire by now.
I hear you. I know. But no, you look like you're in good shape. So, it happens as we get older, we put on a few pounds here and there. I definitely am guilty of that. But
Yeah, it's so
but
hard to shake though. It's so hard.
I know.
Those, yeah, the extra boost when you hit like 35, and then I hit 40, got another two, and I hit 45, another thing, and 47. Like, oh my gosh, all them running in the world won't help. And you should see what I do to bike seats. Oh my lord.
Okay. Well, here's the question. Can you still see the bike seat when you're on it?
Yes, you can
Okay.
still
All
see the
right.
bike
You're doing okay.
seat.
You're doing okay. Well, this has been a blast, Jason. Oh my God. I hope you come back. We would love to have you
Oh, definitely. I would love to come back. I would definitely love to
because we
come back. I have one. I have an event though. I want to throw in there.
give us a tease and we'll talk about it.
This one is personal to my heart. So I started wearing these readers back 3 years ago. Guess it's from staring at a computer screen too much. So sometimes I don't have them, and I'll hold something and I have to squint and look at it really hard. And I would be at school, and all other teachers were like, "Jason, why are you so angry? Why are you so?" And I'm like, "Damn it, I'm not angry. I can't see." Sometimes people squint because they can't see. It has nothing to do with anger.
That's exactly right. I do it too.
And I hate it. Yes, everybody that has vision problem. What is it? Myopia? Which one is close? Myopia?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, well,
I'm
whatever opia.
farsighted, so I can't.
Oh, so you need them for far away,
No, I
or no?
need
You
it
need them for
close
close
up.
up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know the medical term for that. But
They would always say, "Hey, you look so angry. Why do you look so intense?" I'm like, I can't freaking see. What do you mean? And it just makes me more angry.
and now you're really pissed off.
Now I'm really pissed off.
Well, we'll
Yes.
vent about that. Yeah, we also want to vent with you about New York pizza and Chicago pizza because Jason, he said, is from Chicago. He happens to
Yes.
think Chicago pizza is the best.
Yes, we have to do it. We definitely have to do this. Matter of fact, we should go live with some people and let them debate us live on this one. I
Yeah.
could talk about this topic for hours.
Okay. Then we'll definitely do that. We should also have like tasting tests while we're doing it too. That'd be fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, they have frozen Giordano's pizzas I could probably send to you guys.
I can probably buy it here, right?
Yeah, what do you guys have? Ralph's out there, right?
Yeah, but we used to have a
Yeah.
producer who lives in Chicago and she has Chicago pizza shipped to her frozen.
Yeah, that's Giordano's probably. Yeah.
She gets it shipped to
Okay.
her house. Oh, from Chicago. Okay. Oh, we can check
Yeah.
that out. All right, that's cool. Well,
Yeah.
this has
And for
been,
the
yeah.
yeah, no, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say this has been so much fun, Jason. I'm so happy
Oh,
you're
it's been great.
So we'll
It's been
make
great.
another date, yeah, when you come back. And give us some. Do you have any dates coming up that you can plug? People can hear.
Yes, yes, yes. So for all the listeners who want to follow me, they can follow me on social media at Jayson Cross Comedy. That's JaysonCross Comedy. And I will be at Coconuts Comedy Club in St. Pete's Beach, Florida, on the at the Trade Winds Resort on
Fabulous.
May 30th. May 30th, Coconuts Comedy Club, St. Pete Beach.
Everybody go see Jason. If you're in Florida, for God's sakes, go see him. He's
Come on out. It'll
fantastic.
be a good time.
It'll be a
Thank
good
you.
time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Well, Jason, we'll figure out a date when you can come back. This has been a blast. And for all of us, I always say the same thing. Follow us on YouTube, subscribe, love us, call us, leave a vent at 818-570-2535. You can text it. Just follow us. We love you. And this has been a blast. Jayson Cross. We will
Thank
see you
you.
again, my friend. You take care.
Thank you. See you soon. Thank
See
you.
you soon.
Have a good one.
Thank you. We can't do this alone. A big shout out to our outstanding production team. Sound engineer Gary, Loretta, the voice, slicer and dicer Isabella, and marketing master Greg. He can sell you your own shadow for a fair price. Ventthis, because therapy is expensive.